Hi, good morning. My name is Laura Roehrick. I'm a certified foot care nurse, and I'm talking to you on August 3rd or 4th, something like that, from my backyard in Northern California. I wanted and have been wanting to talk a little bit about my YouTube channel for a bit to subscribers who are interested in my story and what I'm doing. It was started several years ago by a friend who took some video for me. I think it was 2009, and I really just used it to share with a few colleagues about different things that I was doing. And then a few months ago, after I started doing my Street Feet clinic, the free teaching clinic that I do in the parking lot of the St. Vincent de Paul Soup Kitchen here in Santa Rosa. I'm doing that on a monthly basis and trying to videotape things so that I can share on the internet and teach to a broader base of interested people. Primarily, my audience are a group of health professionals in Kathmandu that have some foot care equipment and don't know what to do with it yet. I was supposed to go there in October, but I can't make it this year. I'm hoping to go next year. So this is a means of teaching them. So the first thing I want to address is the dozens or hundreds of comments about the crappy quality of the video, and we're well aware of that. We figure it's better than nothing. I've actually taken a bunch of clips that I've had for the last 10 years and posted them on there just because they might be of interest to somebody. But no, we are actually getting a retired professional videographer to help, and we're going to do a clinic this Saturday with her on board, and we're working on that. But if you want to comment on how bad it is or how the videographer looks drunk, and if that makes you happy, then just go ahead. But it's really kind of insulting for what we're trying to do. We're just trying to help. I'm trying to pass off skills and information that I know to others who may want to start foot care clinics if they're already doing foot care clinics, and show some of the tips. I've been doing foot care for 23 years. I've done about 500,000 toenails. I'm pretty good at what I do, and I'm self-taught. So I'm doing things that nobody else is doing or teaching, and that's what I'm trying to do on these videotapes. So one thing I want to talk about, I do use one particular little drill that people have questions about that's really not available yet for the public, but it could be soon. I'm using burrs and bits that were not made for medical industry. I do sterilize them. They're out of material that is made for medical industry, carbide, diamond, tungsten carbide, ruby, and all that, but I'm getting them from different sources that aren't medical. And in Canada, nurses aren't permitted to use anything that wasn't like FDA approved or bought from a medical site. However, that's different down here. And I have talked with the Board of Registered Nursing, and they have told me that as long as that I am working on dead tissue, which I am, calluses, toenails, that's what I do. I don't do surgery. I don't work on live tissue. That it's really up to my professional judgment what works the best. And I am also going to work with a podiatrist who to kind of get their sanction for it, and then I'm going to be talking with my professional organization to let them know too, because the stuff that I am doing is better, faster, more painless than any of the other equipment that's being used out there. And I would like to eventually share that with people. But right now, I'm just using it. And as soon as I make sure that it's legal and I'm not going to get in trouble or anything, then I can let people know how to get it. So that's one question. People are asking what burrs, what bits, what drills. I have my drills specially made by Medicool in Southern California, so they're made in the U.S. They're not the traditional podiatry drill. They're not a 3/32, so I have special burrs and bits. So that's that part. We're working on it. Maybe there can be a set that can made. And also, if any of this stuff does get sold, it all goes to my nonprofit. I am not in this for money, fame, or fortune. I'm in it to try to save feet. Period. And to help practitioners who are working trying to save feet to do a better job that's easier for them and pain-free and faster and more efficient and more fun, actually. So that's my goal. So we're working on some of those things right now with different companies to figure out how that can happen through YouTube, because I guess people can do that. And I never even knew that things could get monetized and people could make money on YouTube. And so if any of that happens, it all goes to the nonprofit. And the nonprofit is called the International Foot Care Alliance. I started it in 2008 when there was absolutely no funding. So nothing really much happened with that, except for money that I would donate from classes that I would give. And then I would take that money and go to different countries. So I have traveled. I've been to Africa, Kuala Lumpur, with my friend Sherry Farmer, and that was very fun trip. And I've taught in England. I've worked at done many presentations and workshops in Canada and throughout the United States. But I'm trying to do stuff now through the internet because my fourth grandchild's going to be born in a couple of weeks, and I really need to stay home. So YouTube could be a very interesting way to try to share my skills. So I'm hoping to get a more serious subscribing group. There's some really strange people out there on YouTube, which you probably already know. I never really looked around on it too much, but some of the comments I get are so off the wall that, I don't know if they're masochists or foot fetishes or whatever, but hopefully, they can be weeded out and we can get more serious. I am also hoping to do a little bit more training in some didactic stuff. And at the moment, I have a little office that is being transformed to be sort of a YouTube studio where I will have a proper chair and I can show you my autoclave and my infection control stuff and all the goodies that I use and the tips that I have for you. So we are working on that. What else did I want to tell you? I would love to know if you are serious people wanting to do better foot care, especially painlessly. That's what I really pride myself in. Then tell me what you do. I'd love to hear about you too. I have spent a little bit of time, looking at what other kind of foot care, toenail care, callus care is being posted out there. And really, it's kind of jaw-dropping. I did not realize that what seems to be the state of the art is still the Dremel grinder and the scalpel. And I have not used a scalpel in 18 years, and I'm doing better, faster, more painless callus care than anything I've seen out there. There was one comment of somebody saying, well, you sure are full of yourself. And I went, you know what? All I'm trying to do is pass on some tips here. And if that's being full of myself, then I don't know, whatever. I'm really good at what I do. I want you to be really good at what you do. I am freely giving you that information. There's so many things I'm not good at. So, I might as well focus on what I'm good at, which can save feet. That's the ultimate goal. So that's it. I just kind of wanted to check in with you. Oh, I do sterilize. Lots of questions. What do you sterilize your bits? Yes, I have a steam autoclave. I sterilize everything. I only use it on one patient. I used to be an OR nurse. I follow immaculate infection control, and that's what I'm trying to do at Street Feed is use the highest level of infection control in a parking lot of a soup kitchen. And if I can do it there, then surely you can do it in whatever setting that you are doing foot care. And that neighbor dog is now starting to drive me crazy. So I will say goodbye, and I hope this answers some questions. And if you have more, let me know. Bye.